Hello, today we're talking about empty shelves. Yes, we went to the grocery store and the shelves were empty. I've got video footage of it. And so we're going to talk about that today and what exactly is the problem. So I went to the store and I thought, I live in Wyoming. I live in a small town in Wyoming. We have to have food shipped from everywhere here. We don't have any food that's local. There's no food that's local. So I thought this would be perfect. We would know if there's a food shortage, and guess what I found? There was a food shortage. But I found an interesting connection in the food shortages. There was plenty of fruits, plenty of vegetables. There was all kinds of meat, dairy. The dairy was full. Meat was full.
Bakery.
The bakery was full. Where were the food shortages? In the convenience food freezer type sections, all the convenience foods. So what we've noticed is, since that thing going around has been happening, people have been cooking more at home, which is great. You need to be cooking more at home. But they don't know how to cook, so they're buying the chicken nugget, the frozen chicken nuggets, the frozen TV dinners, the frozen pizzas, the frozen, surprisingly the frozen vegetables weren't. The frozen egg rolls, all the toaster waffles, the toaster pancakes, all of the easy convenience foods.
Hamburger helpers, stuff like that.
If there is a prepping emergency that's going to happen, you have got to learn how to cook. And even if it's just simple things like oatmeal or pancakes, you need to learn how to cook these basic foods. So what you need to do is get a really easy cookbook, like our Dining on a Dime cookbook. We show how to make pancakes, how to make scrambled eggs. When that thing going around first started, you know what our number one video and number one blog post was? How to make scrambled eggs. Nobody knows how to make scrambled eggs, but it's so super simple.
But we also teach how to do mashed potatoes, how to cook a roast, how to roast a chicken. I mean, they're so easy, and we do it step by step, you know. And like you were mentioning one time that the gravy packets, taco seasoning are all missing. We have all those recipes in the book. They're real simple and easy to make. You make your own. Pumpkin spice, that's all in the book. All the Italian seasoning, we have just all kinds of things.
All those super simple recipes. So much so that I started another YouTube channel, and I'll leave the link in the description below, on doing our simple recipes because people can't grasp how easy it really is. So here's what you need to do. If a prepping emergency is coming around, you have got to learn to make at home at least 5 to 10 meals that you can cook at home. And I'm not talking about going out in the backyard and shooting the turkey, but you need to be able to go to the grocery store and buy the turkey and be able to cook it.
Work with basic
How to make chicken noodle soup with canned chicken, canned carrots, canned potatoes. Get those kinds of things on hand and learn how to put them together. I'll link a whole bunch of recipes in the description for you to go and learn how to do that. But it's really actually simple. So our biggest prepping tip for this week is to learn how to cook.
You don't need to be Julia Childs.
No.
We're not expecting that. Just to do very simple. And I don't know if you heard her mention 5 to 10 things. You don't have to have a whole lot. If you think about it, if you learn like say 10 meals, then you can do the same thing. You only have to cook the same thing 3 times in 1 month's time. So you don't have to learn a lot. Just get a few basics under your belt.
And that way when you're prepping, you can get some canned beef and learn how to make beef stew that actually tastes really good. Get some canned chicken. You can learn how to make stir fry from that canned chicken. Chicken and noodles, chicken soup.
Chicken salad.
Chicken salad. All those types of things you can make with canned produce. I see all these really super expensive prepping meals for sale. You don't need to buy all that stuff and spend thousands of dollars on prepping meals. Just get you some basic ingredients like chicken and canned carrots and canned potatoes, and then bouillon cubes, and you can put those all together and make some really good meals.
You don't need to learn how to bake your own bread. You don't need to learn how to do all these, really make your own pie from scratch.
Learn how to make oatmeal.
Yeah, make oatmeal.
It's easy.
Yeah.
Just read the instructions. And this is another tip. Read the instructions
I was just
on
going
the
to say,
back of the package.
The packages give good instructions, so.
So what are some tips for learning how to cook at home? Read the instructions on the back of the package. Oatmeal, pasta, all those kinds of things have instructions on the back
Rice,
how to cook them. Follow those instructions. They're very simple. Don't set high expectations. 3/4 of the world lives on just oatmeal for 3 meals a day. If you have to, it's not going to kill you to live on oatmeal or rice or whatever for 3 meals a day. You can sustain life doing that, so stop having such high expectations. Number 3, get just basic ingredients. Get yourself some sugar and some canned chicken and canned beef and canned potatoes and canned carrots. Get those basic things that you can learn how to make chicken soup with some bouillon and those canned items, and then you've got a nice chicken soup. You can make a nice chicken salad.
When you get this stuff, you need to be rotating the food out and using it a little bit, And by doing that, you can practice these recipes ahead of time by using what you have in stock.
So start practicing now what you're going to cook and learning some meals.
Learn what's the easiest step, the easiest way to do it. What did I do wrong with this recipe? What do I need to change?
Yeah. And you don't have to do it every day or every few days. Just like today, I'm going to make homemade gravy instead of using a gravy packet. Today I'm going to make oatmeal instead of using the oatmeal packets. Pick one thing every day or two that you're going to learn how to make. And if you fail, try it again. Try it 5 or 10 times before you give up, because practice makes perfect. And that's how you're going to learn how to make good meals. The next tip is spice up canned goods.
Yeah, you can take a regular canned potato soup and you can add a little bit of cheddar cheese to it, maybe crumble some
Chives.
bacon, add a chicken bouillon cube in there to change the flavor a little bit. Add extra salt or pepper, whatever you like to it. I took a can of stew. It was canned stew, and I always put allspice in my regular stew. Well, that stew was so bland, I added onion salt and garlic powder and the little pinch of allspice to that canned stew, and it totally changed the flavor. You wouldn't have even known it was canned stew. So start taking your canned goods and adding just regular everyday spices to it that you would use when you normally cook it from scratch and that type of thing.
Yeah, and then you can add flavor, and it's semi-homemade, but canned goods are great prepping because most canned foods will last 10 years minimum. So that way you can get a good storage out of those, but you can still make good home-cooked meals that taste delicious.
Yeah.
All right, guys, please check out our Dining on a Dime cookbook. We have over 1,200 recipes and tips to help you start learning how to cook and prep by things like taco seasoning and how to make gravy. Livingonadime.com. We will see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.